Hello guys, and welcome to another solo leveling rise video. In this one I would like to cover the most common mistakes people do on their accounts. Um, this is based on all the account takeovers I've done. I've done over 30, yes, over 30 account takeovers. And let's not even count the reviews. I've done quick reviews for people, and I help them improve as well that way, because I don't have time to do takeovers of everything. I've also reduced the amount of videos I do of takeovers, because yeah, it's time consuming. But well, back on topic, let's try to see which are the most common mistakes that everybody does. Yeah, let's start. Not using critical hit damage boots. My assumption is that sometimes people just want to use like the set, and in order to use the set, let's say the toughness set, they want the effect, so they just use 4 pieces to make the set, but they don't think about the substats. They don't think about, okay, what substats do I need for this character? No, I need toughness expert, and they go like that, and that's where the problem happens. Yeah, so if they don't have critical hit damage boots, they use whatever they have, their HP, defense, you name it. So in this case, it's better to use even broken sets. Sometimes it's all going to depend on a case by case basis. I usually go by sets, but now with these pieces, since they are quite strong, I'm using broken set. Yeah, but as you can see on my other characters, I do have the sets. Eventually I will get these new pieces, and I will change them so that they can have those benefits as well. But for now, I haven't had the luck, so I'm still using this kind of sets. You can see she has critical hit damage. She has critical hit damage as well. She also has critical hit damage. There are some breakers that do have critical hit damage. Emma has defense penetration. It's my preference. Critical hit damage of Min because of his ultimate. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, so as you can see here, the user's critical hit damage increases equal to 40% of the amount that exceeds Min Byung's basic critical hit damage. Yeah, so as long as he has more critical hit damage, he will give 40% of that excess that is not the basic one. So just have that in mind. Choi does not use critical hit damage. He doesn't crit. He cannot crit. Just have this in mind. It's in here. Choi Jong-in cannot deal critical hits. Yeah, so just have that in mind. Critical hit damage he uses. This is a supporter. She does not use it. You can add Meilin to critical hit damage, but that I'm just giving you 9 examples. Hope that it's useful. But yeah, critical hit damage boots are underrated, and they should be used, especially on early and mid game. Second one is not hunting enough gear. So on your first week, you want to use these 2 dungeons to hunt enough gear just to form a team that you can use to beat Cerberus and Giant Arachnid. That is the whole purpose of this area here. After you can get a set of these, you just move to here. You forget about these 2 forever. I've heard people that have heard some advice that you need to hunt here until you get good gear. No, you don't have to hunt here until you get good gear. As long as you can do tier 3 and tier 4 of Cerberus and Spider, you are already even less probably, but you, as long as you can do those, you are still doing better than these gear here. Yeah, so, and also let's say for example that, okay, you can do tier 3 and tier 4, but the problem is that you don't have the time. If you don't have the time, then do tier 1 and tier 2. That's all you have to do. You don't have to do tier 3, tier 4 every day. You do tier 1 and tier 2, and this will gradually improve your gear, let's say your gear inventory, because you will have better substats on gear that you can use to improve your hunters, and this will improve your runs because you will have better stats. So never neglect this. If you neglect this, then you won't have enough gear to progress. Third one is not upgrading skills. You use these skills continuously throughout a fight, and upgrading it even 40-50% more, it well, not more of the skill total, but let's say just 50% more skill damage, it's a really good improvement. Same with weapons. Weapons have skills as well on Sun Jingwoo side, and these skills you want to level them up because they have especially the special skills. They have high multipliers, and you use them constantly. So this is constant added damage, almost. Yeah, and then you have the hunter skills, which are very neglected a lot of the times, I feel like. And what you want to do is level them up as well, especially for the DPS ones. The DPS ones should have priority over everything, and try to level up the ones that are most relevant to them. So for example, for Cha, the ultimate and the dancer are the skills you want to prioritize, and then for Alicia you have the core skill and the ultimate. So in general, don't neglect this. This will have added damage effects on your runs, and you will be able to clear things faster. Not building power of destruction teams. So if you go into power of destruction, you can see that you have rank rewards. Yeah, so the ones that it's based on rank. So you have top 25% and then top 10. So let's say you are a casual player, top 25%. Yeah, still you're going to be getting these rewards, right? What I would recommend you to do is to build two teams that would work well. So I'm just gonna give you like a quick recommendation of two teams that you could use, if especially if you are in early game and mid game. Maybe on end game is a bit more demanding, but I would build Min Cha plus one, and this plus one could be Emma or Beast Bike if you have him, or it could be Libora. So you have those options, yeah. And then if you do have Alicia, so let's say Alicia is the second team, then you can do Alicia, Seo, and Maylin. Let's say you started early and you don't have any of these, so you can do still something like Seo, Min, and then could be Libora. And you could do then Choi, Emma, plus Lee Jo-hee. So there are many possibilities to make teams. Just make sure you make at least two teams. As you can see, my Libora, sorry, my Lee Jo-hee is not even well invested, and I use her every day in Power of Destruction. As you can see here, Power of Destruction. My teams are a bit more mature, but as you can see, because I've been investing them over time, but as you can see, these are the ones I use every day. And this one doesn't have good gear. Okay, this one has okay gear, okay gear, okay gear. It doesn't have good gear. I just have these two supports on like minimum gear, yeah. And then from these two breakers, this one has good gear, the other one has kind of mid, but it's decent gear. And then the attackers, as always, they are the invested ones. So just have that in mind when you're building. Well, if you haven't built your POD teams, here are some tips so that you can start building them, and that way you will get rewards, which are very, very important. So even if you do, let's say you do 100 million. 100 million per day is 15 cents and one box. Oh, let's say 86 million. Yeah? Even 86 million means 15 of these cents and one box. So that means that every 4 days you'll be able to get a new blessing stone, and then some more depending on the week. Yeah, and this box can give you a possibility of getting 20 of these, 5 more cents, or these precision designs, or these materials which are needed by weapons. Later on, you're gonna have a lot of them, but still, even when you don't need any of these, then you still have these two, which are always good to have. Yeah. So POD, never neglect it. Try to build your teams, and if you don't have time, just auto it. Even on auto, you can do some score and get rewards every day. Not focusing on gate progress. So most people, what they do is they just sweep B and C gates, and that works fine. That's no problem. But if you add, let's say, 4 to 5 minutes more, what you can do is rescan until you find a gate that will relate to your progress, and then you will be able to progress that area faster. Let's say, for example, that you want to upgrade a weapon to level 100, and what you need is blue and gold gates. So what you do is you only do blue and gold gates and refresh to get them. A and S will help you more, but if you can't, then yeah, just try to refresh for B gates and just get them until your gates are done. But just that little at a time is going to give you added value that long term will help you progress more than just randomly doing it. Yeah, just have that in mind in case you want to improve there. Last one is not doing Battlefield of Chaos. You want to be able to do this every day. If you cannot do higher tier because of time, just do the lower tiers. You will still get some materials which you can then fuse, and this will be something that you continuously are going to do every day, and then you will get better gems, and then you will have a better stat overall in your gem system. So have that in mind. Don't neglect it. If you don't have time, just do lower tiers on auto, and that should work out. And that's about it, guys. Account takeovers has been a really insightful experience for me. I have a lot there are a lot of issues that people just don't know until they see the account of the person, and that is something that only account takeovers can do. So with this, I hope that you have found this insightful. If you like these kinds of videos, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.